You were right. It was muted. Thank you. I didn't even notice. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Thank you. Thanks for that. I was talking like usual. So I was running a little late because I realized I was missing the piece that goes on my phone that hooks it to this gimbal. And I knew I had it about an hour ago. So I ran back to my truck and tore it apart and found it on the floor in the back seat. I don't know how it got back there. Don't know. I have no idea. I think it jumped back there. And this is a new mic set that I just got in the mail yesterday. Oh my gosh, these people are so loud. Oh my goodness. Ah! I'm mute. Ah! Alright. If I'd have had both hands, I would have muted sooner. Sorry about that. Ugh. She said she had a head cold and probably wouldn't be here. And that's fine. She's been here almost every night, so she needs a break. Eric said he might drop in and help out. If nobody's here to mod, I'll just keep an eye on the chat. If I miss something, just tell him to not be rude. Oh, there's Eric. He's here. Hello, thank you, Eric. That's super helpful. I have never been able to mod. Even you can tell, I cannot keep track. Oh, especially bigger channels. I can't do it. Yeah, look. He's got a QR code there. He's here. Oh, time to go. If you're just dropping in, we're on 6th Street in Austin. These trucks is what drives me crazy. I can imagine having earbuds in when they go by. Oh my gosh. They scare me every time. And they do it on purpose. They just hit the accelerator while they're doing 5 miles an hour. And then if you're not familiar with 6th Street, this is bar of all live bands. They say this is the live music, see? Uh-oh, Santa's coming my way. Do you see him? And elves. You guys are cute. Oh my goodness. That was cute. Oh look. No, I forgot it. Tom got me a new industrial size one. And I had because I went to Clearwater last weekend, I have stuff all in different bags. He said, I called him when he was on his way to work at 9:20. And I said, I forgot my pepper stick. He goes, yep, I saw it. But that's all right. I know. I can kick him really hard. Don't worry about it. My legs are strong. All the walking I do 20,000 steps a night, 2 nights a week at work. So they make us carry a phone that counts our steps. Yeah. I mean, in 2 years, it'll be 2 years in February, so not quite 2 years. I've had now, if you count that guy a few weeks ago, 3 problem encounters. I think that's actually pretty good odds. I've had a couple people be a little pushy, and I just push back, and they're like, "Oh, okay, she's like that. I gotta go." because they look at me and they think, oh, good target, and then they get surprised. All right, girls, you're in my way. Say hi. Oh, okay.
Why?
It's Scientology is called Ask Me Why.
Yes, I believe it.
Yeah, I'm here to talk.
You know what? You might save a life one day.
I hope so.
No, you might save a life one day. Some drunk girl might walk down this strip. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you're here, right here.
Yeah.
You might want to record this right here.
Y'all have a good night. Hey, said hi. I can't read that, but hi. No, I'm in Austin, Texas on 6th Street. This is the live music capital of the world because it's blocks and blocks and blocks of bar of all live bands. Live bands come here to break their chops. I don't know if that's the right term. Then we have a music festival in March, and it's all over the city. And they used to keep this street blocked off to cars and just let people walk. I don't know why they opened it up. Even the cop I talked to when I started in May said, we don't know why they did it. It's stupid. Yeah, a little bit. That's okay. As long as they're in a good mood, I'm all right. I haven't met too many bad drunks yet. So, yeah, I do get a few inebriated people, but even with them, I've had some pretty interesting, good conversations. So, and I'll let anybody say hi to the camera as long as they don't get ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna get my what do you call it? Tripod out first so I can get you guys settled. So I have my wagon of stuff. Now I have my safety net. Oh, wrong direction. So nobody can steal crap out of my. Hey, Neil. I like your name. That's cool. All right, I'm getting set up right now. Where is my? There it is. I need that first. So I found something out a couple days ago, just playing around. I'm not very good at this stuff. So I figured out, because I had a piece hooked to this that held the phone. And when I got here, I would have to take the phone out of the gimbal to put on the tripod. Well, guess what? My gimbal attaches to that. Yay! Isn't that cool? I'm a novice. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, thank you for subbing. Appreciate it. All right, hang on there while I get this thing opened up. Ooh. There we go. I forget. I got the mic tonight. Yay! I can talk to you even far away. That's what I like about it. It is. You know why it's jumping tonight? Because it is nice out. It was 72 degrees today. Now, when I looked a couple days ago, I was going to have to bundle up. It was going to be 53. And so, let's see how this works. So, who we got? Thank you. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've seen you here quite a bit this summer. All right, so I got to take the extender off that was the little. So this is a really nice gimbal, but it takes a bachelor's degree to work. So this is the piece that was holding you guys up. It opens up into a little tripod. And then that leaves a little hole for the screw. And I got a little wheel, so I don't have to turn it around. Let's see if I can get this going. I got to get it going the right direction. Come on now. Yep. All right, here we go. I'll have to lower it in a second. So that way, I don't have to do what I do every night and take the phone off of one gimbal and put it on another And Scooter Mom has to give out the Dramamine. Alrighty. I'm going to lower you guys though, because it adds like this much to the tripod. That's the only thing. So let's lower you guys so I can see you. There we go. That's low. Alrighty, we're low now. Alrighty. And what's cool is I can turn you guys around if I need to. Aw. Thank you, Casey. So you guys being here to chat with me makes this so much easier. It's awesome. Alright. Put this in. I have baggies for everything that gets dirty. Because like my tripod, what does it do? Sits on this nasty sidewalk. I'm a germaphobe if you haven't heard. Way before COVID, by the way. So I have my I'll turn around here. So I have a bag over the feet of my big tripod because it lays on my back seat. Tom made this for me and it's been really awesome. It was some sort of probably for lights, and then he made this piece out of PVC pipe. Uh-oh, mute. Hold on. Okay, they didn't come this way. All right, how do I want to work this tonight? I think I like this setup. I can see my wagon. Got to bring the sign down a little bit. People can actually see it. I ripped the crap out of this sign today because it's actually very light, and I have sandbags that we put, not sand, we put gravel in the bed of my truck, but I only bring it out if it's a certain mile-an-hour wind, because I mean, if you can see how big the base is. Oh, that's all the farther it goes. It's a really, really big base, and it's really light. It held lights or something. I don't know what it was. Nope, I'm in Austin, Texas. I was in Clearwater last weekend, though. Funny enough, I have my Cult Water. It says Cult Water on the back. And then SBTV on the front. All right, I don't need to get my chair out just yet. And then I made this especially for JD Delay, who shouted me out. If you guys know him. So I told him I'd make a sign. Let's turn this around. Okay, so that needs to loosen up a little bit. And I think my sign's a little too low. No. Because he is best friends with the leader of Scientology, and he knows what is going on, and he's complicit in what's going on. But they treat him like royalty, and he likes it, so he overlooks it. He overlooks the slave labor, the child abuse, the making kids from middle school, taking them out and making them work 365 days a year, 110 hours a week. So, no. I will watch the last Mission Impossible just because, and then I'm done. I will not watch any future movies of his. Because I don't want to hurt the other actors in the movie that he's hurting. All right, this isn't, we'll go a little higher. This is blocking people. We'll go, so, oh. All right, that'd be a good spot. I have a Ring camera with a magnetic base that I want to bring out here as a secondary camera in case something were to happen. So, oh, no problem. So I'm a never in. So 3 years ago, I didn't know anything. And for the first year or so, a lot of us thought, well, maybe he doesn't really know. He doesn't really know what's going on. But then we heard about David Miscavige and him being best friends and riding motorcycles together, and that he gifted Tom Cruise some slave labor of the Sea Org, their slave labor force. Awesome. To work on his property. And I'm like, the dude's worth over $300 million. We used to think that, that he was manipulated, but he is way too ensconced in what's going on. And like I said, he was gifted the slave labor to work on his property when he can afford it. Now, I will say the Sea Org that got to do that were probably ecstatic because they got out of the hellhole they're normally in and got to go do something different. So let me get my... All right. Let's put my other mic stuff out so I can talk to people. I love having the mic when I'm digging through my paraphernalia. So you can still hear me. I'm gonna try. Yeah, so yeah, and it's wireless and it'll record to my other phone, and if I sign up, it'll go up to the cloud, I guess, because we decided we had 2 cameras of another brand. So we decided not to go with the Ring camera. We want them all to be the same. They've been really great. Our neighborhood has gotten kind of, and gotten kind of sketchy. Let me finish the sentence. Surprisingly, we haven't had more things stolen. All right. Can you hear the other mic? I know it'll sound weird for a second. I'm just checking. I'm checking this mic. Testing. Let me cover the other one. Testing. I think pulling's cool. For the most part. I don't know a lot about pulling other than, World War II and all that. They've been through some crap. It looks beautiful from what I've seen. All right. Got my safety net on. Oh, I need water. I gotta get some water out in a second. Thanks, Casey. Appreciate it. Wouldn't it keep going off saying motion detected every 2 seconds? That's fine. Because if you sign up, now I know on the cameras we have like a terabyte of storage. So that'd be fine. We are on 6th Street in Austin, Texas. All right, I got to keep the other mic away or it sounds funny. Hey Bear, how are you? I'm getting my water out of my cooler. So if I go to we have a mini fridge that all we use it for is drinks, mostly water. And I go to get my water bottles out, and
I like your size.
Thank you. Just having people say that is all right. Let me put this mic away right now, so you guys aren't hearing a word. Oh, that's something different. Do you think that Elon Musk could end world hunger if he sold all of his assets? No. Sadly, it would probably only feed people for a week. I don't know that kind of stuff. We kind of stay away from politics here because I'm here. Hey, home. Hello. So we're on 6th Street in Austin. Yeah, it's definitely no. It is way more complicated than that. But the homelessness situation in the United States could have been solved with if they weren't pocketing all the dang money. So I protest against Scientology, and when classes let out in May, I started coming here. It's the tourist center of Austin because they opened up an org across from our university. So I've been doing this. It's getting close to 2 years. And I also started working nights. God, I cannot get this lid off my water. Ugh. There we go. And this is my sign. Get it turned. Wait a minute. I'm trying to look. There is so many dang screws on this thing. There we go. And it gets people to talk with me and stuff. No, actually, not in the way you would think. They are not a religion. They don't have a God or a deity. They don't even call themselves a church inside, because I've learned from ex-escaped Scientologists how things work. But they bullied the IRS. They lost their tax-exempt status in the late 70s when they infiltrated the government. 11 Scientologists went to prison. It's on Wikipedia. It's called Operation Snow White. Well, when the first leader died in the 80s,
I will not see you. It's a farce. Yeah, Christianity, Jesus is life. Anybody want to do it?
yeah, exactly. Hey, Garcia. I'm going to say Garcia. Oh, no. She's asking for a reason. Or you're a she, right, Casey? I never did ask. Oh, okay. And I do talk to chat a lot. I get new people because I'm vertical, so it's fine. So what it was is in the early 90s, because they have so much money, even the members don't even know that they have $1 billion in the bank because they're always fundraising. It's always about money, making money. Well, they sued the IRS 2,200 times, individual agents and the IRS. And the IRS called David Miscavige, the current leader, in and said, "Can you make this stop?" He said, "Like a switch." They gave it. Not only did they give him tax exempt status back, they gave him so many extras, protections, that we can't go through the IRS to get them. The only way we can go after them is through the DOJ for criminal charges. No, y'all are welcome here, guys. Yeah, the reason that Casey was asking is I've had teenagers come in, and this is not a live stream for teenagers, as you can see right now, coming across the street. Okay, Rapid, you have to be respectful in my chat. You have some moms in the chat, like myself. Okay, Z, I got you. My kids are in their 30s. All right, Drew. So obviously your life is sad, because why else would you go to all the trouble to open up some live stream you don't know and say something rude? Go tell your mom to get your Hot Pockets out of the microwave and go find something more constructive to do. I'm 56 years old. Ain't nothing you say is gonna upset me. Yeah. Hey, Titus. So, funny enough, even though we are on 6th Street in Austin, which is a big tourist area, it's it's a live music capital. I come here with my sign, and I educate people on Scientology because they opened up across from our university a little under 2 years ago. And hey, Marshall. Oh, okay, Garcia. Cool. You want me to say Homero? Homer? What do you want me to call you? Hey, Super. All right. Yeah. So it's been actually really successful. People do want to stop and talk and ask me about Scientology. And the biggest thing is, hey, honey, how are you? My hub's here. Oh, so you're here now. We realized why he couldn't chat before. We figured it out. Oh, that's cool. So the month after they opened here in 24 February, in March, they opened up in Chicago across from the university. And there was a huge protest. We had a huge one here and they had a bigger one up there. Because it's easier to, yeah, I figured that out. So, because I'm talking to the chat, I'm noticing a little bit more. When I talk to people on the street, I sometimes miss rude people in the chat. So, no, I'm what we call a never-end. A lot of us protesters, we have a bunch of us all over the world, about 50 of us doing this. We have a bunch of ex-members who have channels that are telling their story, and that's where I learned all of this. And we have another bunch of channels that support us, like true crime channels and stuff. So all together, we have about 200 channels on YouTube and TikTok, all working together for the same cause, trying to end Scientology or help people escape or get the government to pay attention. Casey, I'm going to get a picture of, so we always say, yeah, I can see you, Professor. So, you know, we always talk about, you know, somebody that has nothing better to do than be rude in some chat that they know nothing about, then they don't have a life. They're sitting in their basement on their computer waiting on mom to bring the Hot Pockets downstairs. So that's what we think. Because, I mean, I've been in the shorts, and if I see something I'm not interested in, I just keep scrolling. Easy peasy. So to stop, because, you know, you have to click in to go live, right, to chat. Take all that effort and all that effort to type something when you could be finding something way better to do. Yeah, I talk to trolls. I've actually turned trolls that were just being a little rude into subs sometimes, and sometimes because I'm pretty cool about it. It doesn't bother me. If they ask me a really stupid question, I'll answer them. And I've had people apologize and stick around. So that's why if they're being vulgar, they're gone. If it's politics or they're just annoying, I'll give them a warning and delete their comment. And if they, don't do it anymore, they can stay. Hey, Dakota. Oh, not me. I'm a grandma that still doesn't even know how to work this gimbal. Yeah. Well, that's what I think. So is it Homer? I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I've told him that before too. I'm like, well, thanks for the, I don't ever delete their comments if they're commenting on a stream later on. If you go to my page, I had this really big a-hole. I leave the comments up. I don't delete them. I'm like, if you want to be an a-hole, let everybody see it. Homer, got it. Got it. Hubby's at work, so I work Saturday and Sunday night. 12 hours each. So this gets me on the schedule I need to be on because I work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. But awesome. But yeah, so in between talking about Scientology, we can people watch, and I like people going. I don't mind people shouting out to the. Oh, go look. He left me a couple of books. Way back towards the beginning. And he was full of crap, and I proved him wrong. And when I was done proving him wrong, I ignored him. It was something you may not know anything about. It was some, I don't know, I guess drama. I don't know what to even call it. Some stuff that was going on way back then. And he was full of crap. And yet they stay. Yeah, see, I got an F Scientology there. Oh, thanks, Professor. I appreciate it. Yeah, Scooter took a break tonight. She's not feeling well. I'll be getting I forgot to put a lidocaine patch on my back. So, just so you know, I have been up since yesterday. I went to Whole Foods as my second errand, and I got a cold brew caffeinated beverage Yep, that's okay, Eric. Thanks. If it gets too much, just let me know. We can work together. I will when I get home. See, I'm getting on my schedule, so it was either try to take a nap and maybe get up late for my errands. I wanted to come to Austin earlier in the day. I hit the org earlier, which I hadn't done all summer, and I had a couple errands to run. And so when I get home, I get my work stuff ready, and I go to bed about 7 when Tom gets home, and I have to be up by 3:30, so it works. We are in Austin, Texas on 6th Street. That is called the live music capital of the world because what you see is bar, 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 bar for like 3 or 4 good blocks. And we have venues all over the city where live bands come to play. We're not the music capital of the world, we're the live music capital of the world. But I am here to talk against Scientology and educate people because they opened up a mile or two away. It's getting close to 2 years now, trying to lure our young people in across from our university. So I get people from other countries because it's a very touristy area. And in between, I talk to you guys in the chat, and you know, if you're interested, we talk about it. So yeah, I know. Yeah, it's nice. We've had an unusually warm fall. Hell no, we won't go. Yeah, I don't even have my jacket on yet. It is, I start at 11, so it's 11:32 Central Time. Yeah, I'm from Ohio. But we've been in Texas for 32 years. My husband had a career in the Army. We went to high school together. We both enlisted in the Army Reserves. 2 years later, he transferred to active duty. And then his second duty station after 4 years was Texas, Fort Hood, Texas. Hang on, I'm going to mute. Go, KC. Yeah, whenever we get these cars that want to rev their engines or their music, or sometimes an ambulance. So if I go mute, that's why I'm saving y'all's ears. Doesn't save mine, but it saves yours. It can get pretty loud. Oh, and let me know if my mic is too close. These are new mics. I'm getting used to them. You know, I got them on purpose because they're huge. I'm having to sleep soon. Oh, gosh, Homer. Yeah, go to bed. I sleep during the day, and I hate it because I'm so not motivated at night. Yeah, well, actually, not even that so much, because they said technically they can't get us for copyright violation if we're live streaming and someone else is playing it. So you can actually fight that. I really just do it to save y'all's ears. Okay, Homer. Yeah. Hey, Cozy. We're on 6th Street in Austin. Live music capital of the world. Right now, we're just chatting. I have a sign that sometimes people stop and talk with me about. In between, we just hang out. Yeah. Good night. Good to have you here. See, even the pedicabs are loud. So I don't know. I hope my mic is canceled. I have a live band to my right. I have the pedicab. Hey, hi.
You like Tom Cruise?
No, not really. He pays for the slave labor and the child abuse in Scientology.
Don't agree.
Look at the back of my sign. It's all true. Jerk. 31. I'm small. Say hi. Just don't be vulgar.
Scientology is a cult.
Yep.
Hey, it's really a cult now.
Can you
I
explain
will
why
look
it's a
up.
cult?
Hey, what's his name? Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
Okay.
because a religion you can leave, a cult won't let you leave.
So okay, I heard about. I see this online. They like go in that building, and then what happens in that building?
Depends. It depends on if you're public, like Tom Cruise, you get treated like royalty and you pay a bunch of money to do courses.
Yeah.
But then you have the slave labor force, which is it's called the Sea Org, and they pull their kids out of school when they're 12 or 13 to work 365 days a year, 110 hours a week, and they get away with it because they're called religious volunteers. They use the word church as a cover. They don't even call themselves a church inside. And there's no God, there's no deity. They tell you if you do all these courses and spend $300,000 or more, that at the end you'll be a super powerful being and be able to control matter, energy, space, and time. And that's what Tom Cruise thinks he can do. And then when they get there and they can't do it, they think it's only them. So they're not allowed to talk about it. It's like, what's the rule in Fight Club? Don't talk about Fight Club. It's like that in Scientology. They will. It's okay. It's for you. That sign's for y'all.
Tom Cruise. I don't trust him.
That's why all his wives had to escape. Yeah, I can. Somebody wants to see the sign. It's probably backwards for you guys though. See, Paul? People like you don't even have to delete that comment. It's because it's just silly. To take the time to go into somebody's stream you don't know and be rude, I feel sorry for you. Your life has to be sad.
Very sad.
I'm like, trolls, I don't understand. If I see a stream I don't like, I just keep going and I go find something I do want to watch. I just don't get it. I'm Tom Cruise. Hey, Jay. Alrighty, y'all have a good night. Right on. I'm going back to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I know. Yeah, he is the first person everybody thinks. Now, John Travolta is also a member. He has a little different thing going on. I know, dried water, I know. But it gets a conversation started with people that don't know because they like, okay, why is it a cult? Because a religion, a normal religion, if you don't want to go anymore, you just stop going. But in Scientology, you literally have to escape. And if you leave and your family and friends are still in, you have to disconnect. And we have 2 foundations that will help them escape. Hello, John. How are you? Good to have you. That's okay, Mohammed. I don't need to go to the movies. I've got Disney Plus. I'm good. Yeah, you don't have to delete ones like that if they're just being silly or annoying. Doesn't bother me. As long as they're not being vulgar or mean, really mean. If not here, not for me. Hey, KK. No, this is 6th Street in Austin, Texas. It's called the Live Music Capital of the World because it's several blocks of just little bars, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a bunch. And oh, thank you, John. And live bands come and play here. And what's that called? They come to break their chops. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I don't live in Austin. I live about an hour and a half north of here, near the Army base. I didn't get to finish what I was saying about that, but I will later. Yeah, they definitely, Mohammed, a lot of tech. I will tell you this. Austin is not like Texas. Austin is its own little country in the middle of Texas. And even where I live, same thing. Everybody there's from somewhere else. It's a military town. So I've been here 32 years, still don't have an accent. Oh, yes, Mohammed. But not as bad as, say, New York or California. And a lot of people live up where I live and commute. And in 2009, Colleen was in like a big like Newsweek or Forbes or something. And they were the best cost of living in the nation in 2009. And it's still pretty good up there. That's why we stayed. Yeah. I would recommend Austin over Houston or Dallas. Fort Worth is a little more conservative and better housing prices. We do have that too. I saw some on the way here, but it's not like real bad. For the most part, because there's a lot of people, but I do leave before the bars close, because once the bars close, it's ghost town. So I usually start packing up at 1:30. I'm gonna mute. Can you guys hear all that noise? I don't know if my new mics are canceling it out or it's really loud for you. Usually I mute when it gets this dang loud. Oh, you're from Fort Worth? That's awesome. My son's going to school in Dallas right now. Okay. Ah, that's not what I meant. I meant to mute. Be nice, Mark. We try not to talk about people. Not like that. Try to be cool here. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, you live in Sargent. Harlingen was in the news recently. Casey, did we? That's funny. So I've been doing this for, let's see, in February it'll be 2 years. And I mean, I'm not always on. I've only started the 6th Street stuff in May when classes let out, because I'm usually over at the actual, they call it an org, they don't even call it a church. It's across from our university, and I talk to students there and I educate them. Well, when classes let out this summer, I started coming here. I was at the org earlier today, and then I ran some errands just to let them know I'm still alive. And what was I saying? Sometimes I lose my train of thought. Oh, I've only had 3 bad encounters. And the first one, pretty sure he was put up to it by Scientology, and he wasn't expecting me to defend myself. He ended up getting arrested because this homeless guy, Colin, he comes by every once in a while. He got in between us and protected me. And because the guy kept trying to come back, he was being aggressive. It's on my channel. You can go back early last year. It says aggressive guy gets arrested. And that's why I got a second phone, because I had to go off my live stream to call 911, and I wanted to keep filming in case, what was going on. Then I had this jerk just come at me like, oh, I like Scientology. He said something stupid like, well, if you don't skateboard, you can't talk to me about Scientology. I'm like, whatever, dude, whatever. And then recently, I was over on, oh, sorry guys, that corner. And this guy just started getting weird with me. And we're in security, and I have a pepper spray that's like this big. So he was just being rude, and I just reached in and grabbed my pepper spray. And I've never seen anybody back up 6 feet in 2 steps ever. But you guys couldn't see that. That's why, hey Biggie, what's up? So I have a Ring camera I'm going to start bringing, and I'm going to attach it somewhere like in this tree or something. So I have a secondary camera on the whole area. So if something really does happen, I'll have it on camera. Because even if I had a body cam, it's too close. So I want something a little bit far away. So yeah. I'm so glad it's nice out. Originally, when I checked 2 days ago, it was going to be 53 degrees tonight. I was going to have to bundle up. And it completely changed when I checked today. Just don't be vulgar in my chat. We have all kinds of people in the chat. So we try not to be too rude. Actually, I'm not doing enough. We got the pedicabs over here hanging out too. So what's really annoying, they're being all right tonight, is back 20 years ago, the last time I had come down here for our anniversary, they literally had to pedal. And this is the Texas Hill Country. And now that they're electric, they have these big boom boxes and get loud. Hey, Hugh. Oh, that sucks. I hope things go well for you. Oh, I know. I realized, I thought I knew what to do when that happened, but in the moment, because I've got over there, I had this like little fort with my wagon and stuff. And what he did is he pulled that sign out and threw it on the ground, and that got me to come out. And now I know better. I know. People don't realize that your on-screen name will stay with you forever. I had my cane. If you watch it, I took my cane, and I had a small sign back then that sat on my wagon, and I smacked it real hard. I broke my sign. Everybody thought I hit him with it. So that's why even though I don't use my cane anymore, I still like to bring it. Yeah. Well, what I thought was funny about that first guy, at first I just thought he was just a homeless guy being mental, But talking with Colin and the pizza place, homeless people tend to hang out in kind of the same neighborhoods. I never saw him before, and I never saw him after. Yeah, I know who you are. Yeah, my original channel name was way too long. It was Scientology won't win. Then I had to add in Texas. It was too long. It took me months to figure out a shorter name. Oh, okay, Casey. Yeah, that was so long ago. But I always... Yeah, say hi. Just... You. Just don't be vulgar. All right.
Scientology's not real.
Yeah, it was just too long, and so I was like, I just wanted it to be short. So, hi. How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
My name's Haley.
Haley, hi Haley.
Hi, I'm just kind of curious about what you're doing out here.
So I just talking to people and educating people because a little under 2 years ago, Scientology reopened their org across from the university.
Oh, okay.
And a bunch of us we had a big protest, and I didn't realize so I used to go there 3 times a week, and there's 2 foundations that'll help them escape. I have that sign for them.
So you're against it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just wanted
Yeah.
to
Most cults don't call themselves a cult.
Okay.
The crimes are on the other side.
Okay.
But yeah, we're trying to educate. We're trying to get the government and the authorities to pay attention to the child abuse, the child SA that goes on, the elder. There's so much goes on, and they hide behind church exempt status. And so a lot of people just come up, and it's mainly they don't know. 3 years ago, I didn't know anything. An ex-Scientologist came into my feed on YouTube, and I started watching. And when I drive down here 75 miles one way, because I didn't want them getting our claws in, our young people, and that's what they're trying to do. And the month after they opened here, they opened one in Chicago across from the university. So I started coming here when classes let out in May, and it was kind of dead over there. But it's been so successful just talking to people and educating. That's really all I'm trying to do. And hopefully, because this is the state capital, maybe some senator's daughter or son will walk by and be like, hey, Dad, Mom, you need to check this out. Yeah.
So is there like a way to help? Or
honestly, you can write your senator and tell them that it needs to be investigated, that there's so much child abuse for 2 reasons. One, they don't believe their children are children. They believe they're adults in small bodies because they live multiple lives. And so child SA, taking a child out of school at 12 years old and putting them to work 365 days a year, 110 hours a week, is not child abuse to them. And secondly, it's a high crime to take another Scientologist to the authorities for R or SA or any of that. If you do that, you'll get kicked out, but the predator won't. That's why getting Danny Masterson in prison last year was such a big win. It was the first Scientologist to be put in prison and take accountability for what he did to the women that for 20 years they covered it up. Did you hear about that? He's an actor. And have you ever seen that 70s show?
yeah.
Okay, Hyde with curly hair, that's Danny Masterson.
Oh, okay, I did.
Yeah.
Know about that. Yes.
Well, his family is tried and true Scientologists. He grew up a Scientologist, and they were covering up. He had drugged and argued girls from Scientology. Well, the first trial was a mistrial. The second trial, they didn't let Scientology in. The second trial, they allowed Scientology in, and they got hard drives from Scientology where he signed paperwork admitting that he did it, but he didn't think it was wrong. That's what convicted him.
I didn't know he got convicted.
Yeah, he's in jail for 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah. But there was like 5 or 6 other victims that testified in both trials, but it's statute of limitations and stuff. They couldn't go after him for those. Yeah.
I knew Scientology was bad and insane, but
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh my God, I could go on.
Stuff. That's crazy.
That's what brought me into it, was the child abuse. And yeah, so they think more Scientology will fix them. There was one woman, she's an adult now, her dad was assaulting her since she was like 5. She didn't, and he went and confessed to the LAPD because she had started a channel. She was getting involved, telling her story, and it was really to take the heat off of Scientology. But even though he confessed it all to the LAPD and stuff she didn't even remember, the statute of limitations was up. They couldn't do anything. And so that's where I learned everything, was from these ex-members that have channels. I didn't watch a documentary or read a book or anything. I just watched them. 3 years ago, I knew nothing. And so now we have about 50 of us all around the world doing this at orgs like Australia, UK, Denmark, Canada, and then some of our major cities. This is actually one of the bigger ones. Yeah, it gets a lot of traffic, where some of them are just dead. They say they have like 30 million members or even 3 million members, and they're all dead. Nobody's going in and out. If you had, somebody figured it out. If you had 1 million members and they figured out how many organizations they have, that was 7,000 per org. I see the same 20 people these last 2 years going in and out, besides the staff and what we call the slave labor force, the Sea Org. So like Tom Cruise and John Travolta, they go in and spend all the money that helps them do all this, and they don't get treated like that. There's still coercion because they record everything they say in their auditing sessions, which is like trauma therapy / interrogation. That's one of the big key things that they do. And they're told that there's no deity, there's no God. They're told that if they go up this bridge, spend $300,000 or more, that they will be super powerful beings and be able to control matter, energy, space, and time with their mind, because they were brought here from another galaxy. And you don't find that out till you pay money and go up to confidential levels. Have you ever seen that South Park episode?
Yes.
It's all true.
That's all true.
Yes.
That was actually all true.
Yeah, Xenu, the other galaxy, dropping them in a big volcano. The Thetans, they believe they're a Thetan, that when they die, they go into a new baby body. So that they've lived for as long as humans have been here. Because they were dumped off like 72 trillion years. The guy that created this religion was a science fiction writer. And he told his agent he wasn't making any money in the 30s and 40s. On his novels, he needed to start a religion. And he studied black magic with Jack Parsons, if you know who that is. Have you ever heard of Aleister Crowley? He was a big Satanist in the late 1800s, and he died in like 1947. Well, he was in England. Jack Parsons was his protege in LA, and L. Ron Hubbard, who started this religion, lived with him and studied, and they did black magic, and he learned how to control people. He also learned hypnotism, which is built into some of the stuff they do. So they get a lot of intelligent people in there because it looks legit, and then it's a slow burn that they get you in there, and they start coercing you. They're trained. They're trained as early as 10 years old. And the training is abuse. It's horrible what they go through. It's horrible. Yeah, I was never an activist before this. I was a grandma sitting at home. My grandkids moved away, and I didn't have anything to do when this all dropped in my lap. So, and we don't have a lot here like other places like LA and Clearwater, because we're in the middle of Texas. Nobody wants to drive here. It's okay. We got a couple of us. And but like Clearwater or Cultwater, their two biggest bases is Hollywood in LA and Clearwater, Florida. They have bought, either the church or members have bought 200 buildings in downtown Clearwater, and it's like North Korea. It's all fake storefronts just to keep the riffraff away from them. Yeah, it's that they ruined downtown Clearwater. All the tourist stuff is at the beach now. So, hi! All right, come back by. I got some. That guy saved my life one day, so I take care of him.
These guys being nice to you.
All right, you coming back by?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh my God,
I could go on and on and
I
on.
appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Taking time to like.
We have, and I tell people that we have younger people, all different people on TikTok. If you type in Scientology, you're probably gonna see us. more than them. And you might find somebody you really want to listen to. You know, there's some younger people out there. I go look and find somebody on TikTok or something that's doing the same thing and talk, or ex-members. Growing Up in Scientology is a good channel. He's really level about talking about it. But then you have other channels that went through really horrible experiences. Really horrible. Really horrible. The abuse in Scientology is horrible. If you are kind in Scientology, there's a derogatory term for you. You're called a degraded being. You're not allowed to be kind. So the way I equate it is like this. The Catholic Church had some bad people doing bad things, but the doctrine was pretty good. They teach you to be a good person. In Scientology, the doctrine is not even good. The doctrine is bad. It's about control and making money. And these poor people, and the people inside, I try to be kind to them because they're victims too. What you see in there now is second and third generation. They're not really getting new members. So I have a different sign for them that has the two foundations that'll help them escape. How many religions do you know have that? Yeah, they help them get out, get an apartment, a job. A lot of times a GED because they were pulled out of school. Matter of fact, growing up in Scientology, he was pulled out of school at 12 and put to work till he was in his 30s, and then he got out. Yeah. So find one of these people, and there's so much more information, so much more stuff going on. I could go on for hours. Thank you for listening.
I think it's awesome that you're out here like educating people. I love that. It was really nice.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you so much.
Alrighty.
Keep it up.
Y'all have a good weekend. Alright. I ignore you guys when I'm talking. Okay, I will. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Yeah, I was ticked. If he'd have come at me again, I would have. No, actually, they have nothing to do with each other, Mormon and Scientology. Scientology will tell you can be part of another religion and be... okay, well, if you don't like Texas, you don't have to stick around. Hey, Supreme Being. Anybody else new? When I'm talking to people, I totally ignore you guys. I'm sorry. Because that's what I'm here to talk with you guys, and I'm here to talk to people on the street and educate. Okay, I think I'm pretty much caught up. Hey, Cat. Casey, I know you told me that before. Yeah. Yeah, groom for sure. Eric. All right, Eric. Yeah, that's why I have a second line now. Good night, Bear. You go get some sleep. Yeah, and they offset it. It's a cheaper phone. It's got a good camera and everything. So it was going to cost me $30 a month. We dropped something I didn't need, and if you went on auto pay, that dropped another, I think, $20. So I'm not really paying anything for this line. And I do give out this number. If you email me and you want this phone number, I'll give it out because it's only for my channel. Yeah, Casey. Yeah, it took 3 guys. The campus PD showed up because he had gone across the street after he blocked traffic, was sitting on their wall. So 3 cars showed up. Took 3 officers to cuff him. He was fighting them the whole time. It was trippy. Horse ride a cowboy. That's what they're playing over there. Woo, that was loud. I need earplugs. One of these days I might bring earplugs. Could you guys hear the other guy pretty well? Because I have the second mic in this, and I had this kind of pointing at him. Could you guys hear him pretty well? Hey, Mazrad. I hope I said that right. Okay, cool. Thanks, Casey. Feedback helps me a lot. Kinda. I didn't have it quite. He was standing kind of far back, and I didn't want to shove it in his face. So, and I did want to get one that extends. I am looking at one. Thanks. It's busy tonight. The only thing I can think is it's not a holiday, is it? No. I think it's just because it's nice out. Because when it starts, if it gets like super, super cold, I don't come if it's raining. If it gets super cold, I don't know if they'll be very... I need to ask the bartender where I stop at my pit stop. He would know if it gets less busy when it's cold. I haven't been on 6th Street when it was cold. I started in May. So, and you know, I may not stay out here as long as I normally do. It's 12. I've been out here an hour because I've been up since yesterday, and I've already live streamed once today. So we'll see how it goes. I'm doing pretty good. I slammed a cold brew canned coffee. Hopefully it had a lot of caffeine. But let me turn it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah. The thing is, I have insomnia really bad. So even if I'll go home and probably still be wired until... Yesterday I took melatonin. I got my new magnesium, the right kind for sleep, everything, and it still doesn't work. It's part of the fibromyalgia that I have. It affects all of that. Okay, good night, Casey. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. You can get some sleep for me. I'm gonna try. After going to the memorial in Clearwater, it really made me wanna get a little hitch in my giddy up and get down here some more. So I'm gonna try during the day. Hey Colt, how are you? That would be so fun. I just went to Clearwater and hung out with those guys a little bit. I didn't get to hang out because my schedule was weird. But Dusty took me out on a car tour on Thursday night after his concert. That was fun. We did the memorial. Then we were I was hanging with Club Rain Fog, and I did a super chat to Aaron was live. And I said, Aaron, I'm in Clearwater. I'm so sad I missed you, because he couldn't come down because of his probation. And he was like, it's only 9 o'clock. Let's hang out. So we did. I know. I only live streamed the memorial. I didn't live stream any of the hanging out. But I should have live streamed more. I was just so tired. Oh, Cubby. Oh, wow. I feel you. Yeah. It just messes with all of that. 9 is 11. Yeah, so you're 11. You're an hour behind me. Sometimes, Nazarad, or tell me what you want me to call you. Not really. I've taken it several times in the last week, and I didn't feel anything different. Oh, really, Casey? Thanks, Eric. See, I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. That's why I can't be a mod. And it's everything I can do to accomplish this every week. And I was like, I finally am working on my bachelor's degree to work this gimbal. It seems to be working. Oh, okay. Well, don't get into your sleep. Hey, Robert. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm in Texas. You're in New Mexico. My daughter's in Southern California. So we're all on different schedules. Yeah. So we're at the same time, Casey. You're on Central Time. And my daughter is always calling me at weird times. Thailand? Holy crap. That's cool. Way to go. So, hey, Larson. So I'm actually out here talking to people about the Scientology org that opened up across from our university. It's kind of a tourist area. And that's what I've been doing for almost 2 years is I've been going to the org over there during the day and talking to students and warning them. And what it is this movement started 2 years ago in LA. And okay, Casey, that'd be fine. I'm good with that. I don't like to ask people. Got it. Oh, Cubby, dang. Yep, exactly, Cubby. That's what they do. That's what we know. We know that's what they do. So really, I'm just educating. The more people that know about this crap, the more we're making dents in like LA. We've got people going to the city council meetings. We made the LAPD stop working their events. That was a win. They're small. Oh yeah, actually, my daughter is a Chiefs fan, and she got me into it. Okay, Casey, you go get some sleep. Yeah. Well, Leo, this one isn't a religion. That's the thing. The guy that started it was a science fiction writer, and he told his agent, I'm not making any money with my books. I need to start a religion. And that's where all the evil, heinous stuff started. He studied black magic. He studied in the 40s, hypnotism, and there's nothing good about Scientology. It's all coercion and mind control. And it's a slow burn. So a lot of people get into it and don't realize it for a long, long time. So that's why I don't talk about other religions, because Scientology is like its own animal. Most cults die with the leader. They're small. They don't have a lot of money. And usually what ends up happening is the leader, wants to be with all the women. And when, that gets, and that's usually what happens. This guy was an evil genius. And he created something that outlived him. Yeah, the South Park episode is all true. When I tell people that, they're flabbergasted that that's true. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, yeah. All right. So I've been here. So I got here at the base at 93. That's why I come here, because they opened up an org 2 years ago right across Guadalupe from the university. And when they did their grand reopening, they had been refurbishing it. We all came down, did a protest. The month later, they opened one across from a university in Chicago, and we've all been doing this ever since. And we're all over the world now. There's about 50 of us. And I'm just trying to educate people. The more people that know, hopefully we can get some eyeballs on it. Because this is what I say when people want to talk about all religions are a cult. I'm like, okay, but Scientology won't let you leave if you're in the Sea Org or even staff sometimes. They will literally chase you down, drag you back, put you in a room under guard. They have run people off the road, and we had somebody escape in the trunk of a car. Most religions, you don't have to do that. Oh, Caitlin, Lindy Jr., is that what that is? Oh, yeah, this is where this started. This started on Hollywood Boulevard more than 2 years ago. Yeah, I know that, Larson. It's very similar, not quite that much. Hey, Linda, and so if you're in the Sea Org, a lot of times they're taken out of school, a lot of times 12, 13, 14 years old, 15, 16, and they're put to work 365 days a year, 110 hours a week, and they get away with it because they are religious volunteers. They're supposed to get $50 a week, but if the org doesn't make money, money only goes up. It never comes down. There's a lot of orgs that can't pay their electric bill because they're not making any money, and David Miscavige, the leader, won't give them any. Yeah, it does, Cubby. And so the biggest reason I started coming down was when I found out about the child abuse. I was like, they're not getting their hands into our young people. Hey, Susan, how you been? So, awesome. Oh, well, I lost my train of thought. This
I love what you're doing.
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, really, thank you.
Yeah, do you know that they're here?
I'm not originally from here.
Okay.
I moved here about 3 months ago, and I really don't like what they're doing and how they entrap people. But honestly, thank you.
Yeah, it's no problem.
You're doing a great
There's a
thing.
bunch of us doing this all over the world in front of I'm usually over there talking to the students.
Thank you.
So-
I love you doing the cruise.
No, you don't. He's complicit in it. Yep. They sure did, Cubby. Hey, Joseph. So this is the live capital of the world. If you don't know about 6th Street, so what we have is blocks of bar, and all of them have live bands playing. There's one right by me. Oh, Nacogdoches. All right. I know where that is. I actually live up near Fort Hood, and I drive down here for this. Yep. Yeah, and that's a total fake cross. Oh, Pennsylvania. I'm from Ohio originally, so I know what you mean. Oh, Goodrich, Texas. Texas is so big, I don't actually recognize that. Yeah, well, I haven't even put my jacket on yet. It has been unusually warm this year. Literally, a couple nights ago, it was feels like 32 degrees, and now it was 73 today. Over there. Just don't be vulgar. You can say hi. Oh, okay. Yeah. It is, yeah. We used to cut school and go to Kentucky or hang around Cincinnati. Livingston, Texas. I've heard of that, Kenny. We got a show going on over here. It is unusually warm this year. It's weird. We usually we do summer, winter. There's nothing in between. So this is unusual. I got good, they always have good music over here beside me. Oh, right on. We are on 6th Street in Austin, Texas. And this street is like the live capital music of the world. It's all live bands and all these little bars. It's a very touristy area. And so I come down here and I talk with people. Surprisingly, people out having a good time actually stop and talk to me. It's been really interesting. Yeah. Well, I had more of an accent living in Ohio than I ever had living here in Texas. My stepdad was from Virginia. I'm from south-ish of Columbus, more towards Kentucky. Oh, they've already said we are going to have a horrible winter because it's been so nice. Hey, Robert. I know, Robert. I know. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, you can. We chat. We people watch. Talk about Scientology sometimes. That's what I'm here for. Trying to get our government to pay attention, and I'm just educating people. But in between, we chat. I am trying. I haven't sat down and done it. Since this is my activism channel, I'm about to start a second channel. That's just going to be an eclectic mix of a lot of different things. Just whatever. I'm not going to be doing cooking. My kitchen just isn't set up for filming. And I feel like there's enough of people doing that. So, I've had a lot of good success here on 6th Street with people. The more people that know about Scientology, the better, I feel. Because 3 years ago, I knew nothing. Where's my phone at? Hold on. Where did I hide it at? Oh, sorry. That was the mic falling. Hang on. Oh, there it is. There it is. I know.
You anything I can do to help you right now? Anything I can do to help you right now?
I'm good. It's nice out tonight. All right. Colin was always cool with us over at the org. Matter of fact, when they were trying to put their speaker out to drown us out, he walked over and kicked it and unhooked it, kicked their sign. He didn't care. I would never do that. But yeah, they said we might have a winter as bad as Snowmageddon, and I think that was 21. Ooh. Luckily, I'm not in a big city, so our power didn't go down, but our water pipes burst. Even though I thought we had them insulated, but I guess there was a section that wasn't. Yeah, everybody's pretty much having a good time. I usually don't have too much trouble. I had a guy a couple weeks ago, and I just pulled out my pepper spray, and he backed off and left. He's like, "Oh, it's like that. It's like that." I'm like, "Yeah, it's like that." I even said, I think beginning of my stream, I was like, I have no F's to give tonight. Then same thing today. Oh my God, because I ran a bunch of errands in Alston. I lost count of the amount of people pulling out in front of me with 2 feet to spare. I'm just like, come on. Did it really? I don't know if you can do this or not, but there's a comments area where you can pick top messages or all messages. Make sure you're on all messages. Yeah, pretty much done. Yeah, everybody's usually pretty chill.
Hey, live. Oh, yeah, Kiana Smith. That's it. Kiana Smith. Hey, guys.
Are you on TikTok live?
No, YouTube, but I'm looking at TikTok.
Oh, okay.
It's this technical stuff is hard for me. I'm still trying to figure out TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to say it out loud. Scientology is a cult 100%.
Right on.
Can I ask, what has motivated you to oftentimes, I mean, it makes it like people in Scientology say crazy stuff, but you don't often see people who are dedicated enough to.
There was a movement started about 2 years ago. There's about 50 or 60 of us all over the world doing this.
Really?
Yeah, we have them in Australia, the UK, and it started in LA at their biggest, what they call body routing, on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
And they closed them down for 10 months, just standing out there, TikTokers. There's about 15 who just hang out, and they do it here too. I showed up earlier today, and they closed their blinds and their doors.
Is there because right now the Scientology building, it's on Guadalupe.
Yeah.
It's so close to so many little students.
That's why I go.
Yeah.
when they reopened 2 years ago, we had a protest, and I just kept coming and talking to students.
Is there a coordinated effort within the movement to continually bomb this place to make sure that students know that they don't?
Yeah, there's other people that come down on different days than me that do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a small group because we're in the middle of Texas. LA has a bigger group. Clearwater is their other big base. Clearwater, Florida. They have a lot of people. But what brought me was the child abuse. So 3 years ago, I knew nothing. And an ex-member's channel came up in my feed, and I started listening. Then I deep dived back a year of his videos to learn. And then he started getting more ex-members on his channel and talking about it. Growing up in Scientology, he's really informative. And he got other ex-members to start channels. And when this guy named Streets LA started filming on Hollywood Boulevard, these other TikTokers and YouTubers showed up, and then a few months later they reopened. And I'm like, they're not getting their hands on our young people. They're doing it on purpose. They bought the building 56 years ago across from the university.
They always get places close to universities because they know that that's the most.
And I walked up on them bamboozling some young freshman, pretty much lying to them.
I mean, I used to be a freshman at the University of Texas. I walked past, I still got the Dionysus ticket hanging on my
Oh yeah.
It's funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But it's predatory. It really is
Well, and
predatory.
I know
is.
a lot of. I'm from San Antonio, and there's one in San Antonio, and it's close to the universities. And
Yeah.
talking to a couple people, they almost make it sound like it's funny. Almost like let's go get our.
They don't understand it.
I'm like,
That's why I do what I do. Because 3 years ago, I knew nothing. And a lot of the protesters like me are what we call never ends. Because the ex-members have channels and they do their stories or they wrote books or things like that.
So why particularly, I know you said that you came across this feed, why were you drawn so much to this movement enough to come out to the streets?
When I found out about the child abuse that is going on, that is covered up, because they don't look at their kids as children. Because they live multiple lives, they look at their kids as big beings in small bodies. So child SA, taking them out of school, working them 365 days a year at 12 or 13.
And that's just an excuse they invented.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Oh yeah, it's the guy that started it was a science fiction writer.
Yeah.
And so, but he's an evil genius. Most cults die with the leader.
Yeah.
This one outlived the leader because he set it up where he was hands off and these centers ran themselves.
It's an ingenious idea.
I know.
To be honest. And
I
that's
know.
why it's so evil. I mean,
Yeah, that's why I said he's an evil genius. And the thing is, I read Dianetics last year. We did it on my channel.
oh wow.
And if he would have stayed about right here with it, he based it on trauma therapy a little bit and interrogation. He could have helped people. But he went so absurd with it and so outrageous and so abusive with it that's what the problem is.
The thing about behavioral therapy is that you can add a lot of like woo-woo kind of mystic stuff
Yeah.
to it. As a core idea, it's just so good.
He
that-
studied black magic
Yeah.
and hypnotism. And
do you believe that hypnotism has any real value to it?
yeah. The way that they do their auditing is they will do stuff over and over and over and over again until they get in this. They call it something else, but it's a trance-like state.
No, when I get in, I'm like,
And they can suggest. They're not. They say they're not supposed to suggest things when they're in that state, but they do.
But who's even get back to the goddamn pedal? It's hard for me to even be on the same old track. But maybe I'm in the same old mind, but who's even tracking this shit? Maybe I'm muscling this shit. Maybe we're on the same old brain, but you don't like my attitude.
Because you're mean. You're being hostile.
Oh, because I talk to
You're being hostile. Talk normal.
Because I am.
You get the fuck out. I've had to pull my pepper spray on him before. He's hostile. I'm not gonna talk to him. That's not what we're doing. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, and I forgot my pepper spray tonight. I pulled my pepper spray out and he like backed up 6 feet. Oh, it's like that. I'm like, you're being aggressive. You don't want to talk. And so he's back.
Wait, what is your name?
My channel's Miss Kim. My name's Kim.
Kim.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm Taryn. It was very nice to meet you.
Well,
Miss Kim.
thank you for stopping. Oh, either or.
Thank you so much for what you
Oh,
do.
and thank you for listening. Oh, yep. That guy's back. What a jerk. Do you see? Because you guys, I turned it because I wanted you to see how hostile his face is. He's like, you don't want to talk. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, because you're hostile. You don't want to talk and have a conversation. He just wants to be mean. And I honestly, people think people like that are hired by Scientology. No, sometimes it's just somebody that just wants to be on camera and be a jerk. Yeah. Baby trade. Okay. Yeah, and so also so they prey on people's needs. They find a need in them, and loneliness, a hard home life, and they tell them that they can help them, and they get them in, and it's a slow burn. They don't realize they're in, they're being controlled, and they don't even realize it. They're not dumb or anything. Hey, Adam. Yeah, I'm at San Jacinto and 6th Street by Darwin's Pub. That's why I have 2 phones. Matter of fact, I acted like I was going to go get my pepper spray and he ran off. But you can see in his face how hostile he's being. That's not somebody that wants to have a conversation. He just wants to be rude. Somebody having a bad day. But so the first book he wrote was called Dianetics. That turned into Scientology, and it was called Another Science of Mental Health. And think about it. It came out in 1950. Think about what mental health was like in the 50s, 60s. Yeah, Susan, exactly. And 70s, before the internet, before mental health became, okay to talk about. You either had to be rich to get good therapy or they stuck you in a horrible asylum. So when that book came out and the Dianetics centers opened up and then they were Scientology, people felt, they had a need, they needed help, and they told them they could help them. And that's where you get 2nd and 3rd generation in there now. That's what's running it all because they've been indoctrinated since they were kids. Oh, I know, Jaron. But like I tell people, I've had people get on me for, why aren't you protesting other religions? Because I only have the bandwidth for one. This is my passion. I tell them, I'm like, if you want to go do this in front of some other religion that you have a problem with, more power to you. But this is my passion. And, it took people decades to get the Catholic Church and the people doing bad things there to be held accountable. All right, dude, tell your mom to go get your Hot Pockets. You're obviously bored. No, Lennox, I don't do that. And you have to be respectful here. We're not going to talk about the girls. I'm a mom of a girl that age. Don't be vulgar. That's all I ask. Man, I need some water. I wish that guy would come back. I'm going to get him with the pepper spray next time. He won't come back. In fact, I'm going to tie it around my neck. So, if you don't know, this is 6th Street. Hey, Bernard. This is called the live music capital of the world. And so, every one of these bars has a live band playing. And they used to block this street off to traffic. And last year, they decided to open it up. I'm like, you have inebriated people walking from bar to bar to bar to bar to bar, and you're going to make them have to deal with traffic? It doesn't make any sense. No, Lennox, I'm not doing that. And be nice, or I'm gonna block you. Okay, Lennox. This is Austin. A robot bodyguard. I know, right? If I had 20 grand, I'd buy one of those. They're pretty cool. Do my chores for me. One day, though, I think they'll be affordable enough for everybody to have one. Let's see. I've been out here an hour and a half. It's 12:30. I'm getting my stool out. I bought me a stool a few weeks, I don't know, about a month ago or so, I guess. So I can get off my feet a little bit. I ran into IKEA and got it. Oh, there we go. Let's see how that works. I need to get a cushion though. Oh! Whoops. All right, look away. I'm going to lower the camera a little bit so I can see it. I'm on a bar height still, but... Oh, it's all the way down. Hang on. Just look away till I tell you. I don't want anybody getting motion sickness. All right. Let's see, are we done? We're done. Eric, I've done that. All right, Lennox, you're gone. You're being rude. Yeah, that's true. We do. A lot. I'm lucky. I have a lady that lives across the street from me that used to have a Mexican food trailer, and it's sitting in her driveway. And she'll make plates. She'll do, oh my God, what are they called? The ones in the corn husks. Cannot think of it. Oh, Adam, yeah. Hey, Clockman. All right. Good, you're back. I forget what I was going to say now. Yes, tamales. And then she'll do like a plate of something. And they're really reasonable. Yep, we're in Austin. Oh, hold on. All right, I'm back. I can tell that truck was getting loud. Now we got bikes about to get loud. Over there. I don't know why people, and they do it between these buildings and it makes it 5 times louder. Oh, this is so comfortable. But even sitting too long, I have to stand up. I go back and forth a lot. Oh, dial. Okay. I get it. Oh, gosh. She doesn't make those, but those would be awesome. I do like those. Yeah. So I wish I would have went there. I was at the mall, this mall down here, and there's a place called Velvet Taco. Now they have one here. I walk by it here, but that was the best taco I ever had. It was like 6 years ago, though. It was amazing. I don't know what they did, but it was really good. But yeah, I love to get her tamales. She makes them a little salty sometimes, but the flavor is really good. I'd like to learn how to make them. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it was in the Domain Mall. And that's where I was today. I came early and I did a live stream at the actual org this afternoon, and then I went there, and then I went to Whole Foods, got a few things. No, it is. I brought a jacket. I don't even have it on yet. Let me check the weather. Let me get my other phone out. Yeah, there it is. Oh, they're decorating their cabs for Christmas. That's cute. Let me check. They said we were supposed to get snow, but you know, it's happened. I was saying a couple weeks ago. So I worked 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in Waco, actually, a little bit farther north. I went to work, it was 75. When I left work, it was 41. I appreciate you being here, Dial. Oh, that's not right. It says 54. That's not. Oh my God, that can't be right. No, that's Waco. So where I work, it's 55. What is it in Austin? It's 63. Ooh, 1 a.m. we got a 15% chance of rain. Well, I hope that doesn't happen. It is cloudy. 49 in Fort Worth. Oh, I know. Dense fog advisory. Uh-oh. Hope I don't have to drive home. Oh, it's going to rain at 8 a.m. when I go to bed. Let me see, because I go to work tomorrow. Let me see what I got to drive in. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. No, it's going to be nice. It's going to be 70. Okay, hold on. I'm muting. Yeah, that guy got loud. Hey, Rogue. Yeah, I get when people say that. I get it. But Scientology is a little bit more heinous than most religions because it's not a religion. There's no God, there's no deity, and if you're kind in Scientology, they call you a degraded being. So there's not anything good about it. Yeah, kinda, if you want to call it that. I call it educating because I'm just trying to educate people because they opened an org here across from our university, not very far from here. And I've been coming down for, it's getting close to 2 years. I'm usually at the org, but I've been coming out here just to talk with people too. And really we're just trying to, you know, somebody had to do this for the Catholic Church to get them to be held accountable. We're trying to do the same thing with Scientology. We're trying to get the information out. We're trying to educate so that we can get Scientology held accountable for the child abuse and child SA and the protecting of child predators that go on inside. Hey, Alex. Alexander. Hello. That's my son's middle name. Hi.
Hi, can I ask you why?
Because a religion, you can leave when you don't want to go anymore. In Scientology, they will put you in a room under guard. If you're in the slave labor force, especially, we've had people escape in trunks of cars. They pulled them back from bus stations, ran off the road. So you sign a bill-in-year contract when you're in the Sea Org, which is their slave labor force. Now, see, like John Travolta and Tom Cruise, they're what they call public. They're up here spending all the money. They're treated like royalty. So it's very different memberships in that church. And what brought me out was when I found out about the child abuse. And then they reopened here 2 years ago across from the university, and that's when I started coming down. Yeah, just to educate the students. And then this summer, I started coming here when classes were out. It's been really, you know, I didn't know anything 3 years ago. And I learned from ex-members who have channels. And now we have a big movement all over the world doing what I'm doing. Yeah, just trying to get the word out and warn people, don't go in there. And there's a lot of TikTokers about your age. Yeah, they're all part of what we're doing. Yeah. And so, yeah. LA and Clearwater are their two biggest bases, and they shut LA down. They call it their best body routing center because it's on Hollywood Boulevard. They closed them down for 10 months, and now they have automatic door closers and the windows. Yeah. Who do you watch? Is it Streets LA or Jessica Palmadessa? Yeah. He started this. Yeah. He's what it was is he was a cop watcher, right? And while he was at a stop watching the cops, the security with Scientology started giving him a hard time. And they don't have any right to the sidewalk. And that got his attention. And he started standing outside. These TikTokers started joining him and YouTubers. And we watched it happen. And then in February when they opened here, so he started that around August, September. So he started this whole movement against Scientology. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, for sure. Somebody thinks I'm converting. Oh, heck no. So, I'm not, a leader. Not sure what to call you there. Yeah, I'm just here to educate. We want to educate. We're trying to get the information out as much as we can so that we can get our government and the authorities to take notice. And we have made inroads in LA and stuff and Clearwater. Hey E, what's up? And so it's an uphill battle. We knew it would be, but the people going to the city council meetings in LA, because LAPD has been in their pocket for 50 years. They actually got in. They had hundreds of hours of the LAPD looking corrupt as hell and arresting our protesters who were doing nothing wrong. And we had 10 people filming it. But what they would do is they would arrest them on Friday, make them sit all weekend in jail, knowing the charges are going to get dropped. It was just punishment. So, that was a dent. They had to start hiring private security. They wouldn't let them get permits for L. Ron Hubbard Boulevard. I saw that. Thanks, Susan. I was waiting to see what exactly he meant. Punko, if you're not being a troll and you have something to say, go ahead. I welcome all ideas. But yeah, so when people bring up other religions, yeah, I know there's problems all over the place. Like I say to people, I only have the bandwidth for this one thing. I'm one person. And so this is my passion. This is what came into my feed 3 years ago. And then they reopened the org across from our university here in Austin. And I started coming down to talk with the students. And I branched out to here just to talk to other types of people. And it's been really, really interesting. Okay. All right. For sure. I wasn't sure. He just said bullshit, so I wasn't sure exactly where he meant that. So, like I said, they don't bother me at all, guys. Don't worry about that. I don't want you guys to have to deal with it either. But, man, people don't bother me at all. I don't know them. I'm never going to see them. Doesn't bother me. I'm too old to care. Too old to give any F's. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. Oh, man, where's everybody going? Everybody's over there. Oh, you know what? It's getting late. That's what it is. I'm gonna stay a little while longer because even though I don't have people stopping me on the street, I'm getting a lot of people in the chat wanting to know stuff, which I like that too. Okay, Mr. Whale. I am a protester against Scientology, along with a whole group all over the world that is doing the same thing, and letting them know inside, who are victims also, that there are two foundations that will help them escape, created by members who did escape. I'm trying to educate as many people as I can about the crimes and horrors going on inside Scientology, in hopes that it'll get out to somebody in our government or the authorities of a city, and that we can start investigating.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Wale, or Whale, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I was a grandma whose my whole life was my grandkids, and they moved away right before this. I think things happen for a reason. So when Aaron, that's his nickname, he has a channel called Growing Up in Scientology, came into my feed. I didn't know anything about Scientology. So I started listening. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I went back and I binge watched a year of his videos and found out about the rampant child abuse, the protecting of child predators, the elder abuse, because in the Sea Org, their slave labor force, they have to work for them until they die. And when they get too old to work for them, they put them in an apartment or house with a bunch of other ones, take their Social Security, take credit cards out in their name with false information, because they know they're going to die and they won't have to pay it off. And the reason we know this is Mike Brown, that's the name of his YouTube channel. He got out when he was 20. I think he's in his 40s now. Went in the Army, and if you leave, you have to disconnect from everyone you know inside. Yeah, Scientology is bad. The guy that started it was cruel and only wanted to make money, and sadly he was a science fiction writer and he made it all up. But he did it in such a way that it outlived him and it still runs. And that's unusual. Most cults die with the leader. Hey, Gooning. Yeah, that's sadly, back in the early 90s, we saw the commercials. We thought, oh, that sounds cool. It's got nothing to do with science. Nothing. If you've ever seen the South Park episode, that is all true. But you don't find out that stuff until you paid $100,000 to go up to that confidential level. So I was getting to something. I forgot. Oh, you have to work for them until you die. So Mike Baum was and literally went in there and stole her. And she had a horrible heart condition. They don't give them medical care. And she found out she was $160,000 in debt. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, my kids are in their 30s. You know what I tell people? I've been in Texas for 32 years. The Army brought us here. I have stayed out of the sun, and I drink a gallon of water a day. That's the only thing I can attribute it to. Oh, no faces here. What's up? Is and will always be. Right on. I use the Catholic Church as my example. In the Catholic Church, what was going on there is you had people doing bad things, but the doctrine was fairly good. It taught you to be a good person, love your neighbor, don't steal, don't kill, right? Well, in Scientology, there is nothing good in it. It's all about stats, making money. They think they're saving the world. They get them to believe it. But if you're kind in Scientology, they call you a degraded being. So you're not allowed to.
Don't like Scientology? Or you do like it? No?
No.
Can I give you a hug?
No, but can.
This is enough. This is enough. I'm glad there's people like you.
All right,
Take
thank
care.
you. All right. So, even the people that have escaped and gotten out, they're like, there really is no redeeming qualities in Scientology. Now, some people do say the auditing can help them, and the reason that is, he based it on trauma therapy. It's a cross between trauma therapy and interrogation. He studied hypnotism and black magic. It's woven in. I have a little short 10-minute video on my channel. Most of my stuff is under live. But if you go to videos, I have a short video about L. Ron Hubbard and black magic, the creator of this religion. We are in Austin, Texas, on 6th Street, which is the live music capital of the world, because we have blocks and blocks of small bars where live bands come to play. And it's been going on for many, many decades. I think since Willie Nelson was young. And I come out and just talk to people and educate about the Scientology org that opened up across from our university. And in between, we chat and people watch. So I have some really good conversations with you guys in the chat, or people just walk up. I've had several conversations tonight. It's really interesting because, 3 years ago, I didn't know anything either. And that's the problem. Nobody knows what they lived in secrecy for almost 70 years, but now social media is shining a light on them, and that's what I'm doing. Oh, thanks, Arwu. That's what brought me out is they think their children are adults in small bodies, so they don't think the things that they do is child abuse. They would be in prison if the authorities ever investigated them. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do, and what a lot of there's a bunch of us doing this all over the world, just setting up our camera, mostly in front of the orgs. But see, the org in Nevada, Las Vegas, is in this little neighborhood. There's no foot traffic. So Pup Groomer and Eric Rader have channels, and they started going, Pup Groomer started going to the strip with her signs, just like I'm doing, and just started letting people read her signs mostly. Hey, Harashi, I'm not sure. But you're Allie? Okay, hi, Allie. Thank you for that. I never know what part of the name I can pick. I don't want to be rude. TV is boring these days. I know, in the movies, we were looking for a movie the other night, and it's just sad. We did watch, there's one on Netflix, there's one about a robot, really good. And there was this Christmas one, Klaus. We watched Klaus. It was so good. I like animated movies if they're good. They have a good story. I'm from Maka. Where is that? They're pushing physician-assisted suicide now. Oh, I saw that in Canada. Holy crap. One of my mods lives in Canada. And there was this woman that was just waiting for her to get her thyroid out for 8 years. But they offered her medically assisted suicide in the interim. I'm like, all she needed was a surgeon. Horrible. Oh, look at that guy. He's colorful. Check that out. Yeah, Maine. Yeah, that's horrible. Even the great. Okay, okay. Dial. Yeah. Arwu. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that disgusted me. It really did. We're lucky. My husband's retired military, retired Army. We stayed near the base. The only thing is, when Obamacare went into effect and they said you can keep your doctor, I had off-post doctors for 20 years. I just had to pay the copay, and I liked it because I could see the same person all the time. Now, every time we go in, they made us move to the hospital clinic on base, and I see somebody different every time, and it's like 1 out of every 8 we get somebody that'll listen and help us, and the rest of the time they treat us like privates. Like they need to have a special clinic for retirees because we have a lot of medical problems, and this 15-minute appointments and you can only bring one thing at a time is ridiculous. Yeah, my husband, so we have the TRICARE insurance, so he doesn't have to go to the VA. We go to the hospital. I don't know if it's better or worse or whatever. I put a lot of stuff on hold because the way they treat me, it gives me a knot in my stomach every time I go there. Oh, he broke his ankle. Woo! Was he airborne? Oh, hang on. Oh, I understand, No Face. This is a weird schedule. I'm on a weird schedule. I hate it. Because, yeah, I'm awake at night, but it's so hard to get motivated when it's dark out. And I just sit there and watch YouTube or watch TV. It's so hard for me to get motivated. Thanks, Arwu. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I don't see me stopping this for a while. Oh, yeah. What on Guadalupe? Well, because of the rampant child abuse and child SA and the fact that they protect child predators, and we found that out last year with the Danny Masterson trial, because they were allowed to get the hard drives and his files where he admitted, he said, yeah, I drugged and art all those women, but I didn't think it was wrong. And they protected him for 20 years and let him keep doing what he was doing. That's the problem. Well, here's the thing. What I tell people when they want to tell me it's all religions, I only have the bandwidth for one thing. I'm one person. This is my passion. This is why I come out here. If you have another religion that upsets you, more power to you. If you want to go protest them or educate people on them so that the authorities will look into it and maybe save some of these children that they don't see as children because they think they're adults in small bodies because they've lived multiple lives. So there's things that they do to these kids. They pull them out of school. They work 365 days a year. They get no education. They work 110 hours a week. And I'll talk to them. It's fine. It's fine. That's what I'm here for. So there's so much more involved than, just all religions suck. This one is especially heinous. It's not a religion, by the way. The guy that started it was a science fiction writer, and he told his agent in the late 1950 when he started it, before he started it, he said, I'm not making any money on my science fiction books. I need to start a religion. Okay, Kyle. No, I'll talk to Patrick. It's fine. He's just asking questions. I don't know. You know what? Giles been here for a while. He's being okay. He's not being too bad. But yeah, no, I'll answer his questions. So that's what I say when people say, well, our religion sucks. Well, I can only do this one. Somebody else had to do the Catholic Church. Somebody else can do another church. This one's mine. But there's no God. There's no deity. There's no belief system even. They're told that if they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and go up this bridge and take these courses and do this training, that they will be a powerful being that can control matter, energy, space, and time. Yeah, you got it. But when they get there and they can't do it, they're not allowed to talk to each other, so they think it's only them that can't do it. Yet, in reality, it's all of them. They can't do it. So, but that because they live multiple lives, they look at their kids as adults in small bodies. There was a girl who left Scientology, and she filmed the last conversation that she had with her dad before he disconnected her and stopped talking to her. And he said, well, I don't understand why you're upset. You're not really my daughter, and I'm not really your father. You're just a product of this current body. Your last life, you could have been a sister or a brother, or they said, or you could have been an 80-year-old man. So they don't look at their kids as children. They don't nurture them. They don't care about education. And assaulting a child will not get you kicked out of Scientology. But if you take that predator to the authorities, you will get kicked out. That's why I'm here, for the children. We're trying to save the children that are in Scientology being treated like this. Yeah, it's pretty warm. You're being silly, Dial. It might be more interesting if I did a cooking show, but nah. Hey, Tommy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys supporting me, help me. If I had to sit out here by myself, not have anybody to talk to, it'd be hard. Well, okay. So this is what my husband said about ghosts, okay? Because we're Christian. And he said he doesn't believe in ghosts because what do they say spirits are that wander? They have unfinished business. That's not in the Bible. What is in the Bible are demons that can mimic humans and mess with you. So actually, if I think I see anything like a ghost, I'm a little more freaked out than most, because that's the way I am. Patrick, I know. But like I said, I only have the bandwidth for this one, thing. And that's what I'm doing. Other people are going to have to take on those other institutions. And we're also they're always trying to recruit young people. They've opened up across from our university here and in Chicago and other places on purpose. And so we come down, we're doing this all over the world, trying to educate the young people to not, at least to know Scientology bad, don't go in there. Okay, bye, Patrick. You're most than ghost. Yeah, somebody else is gonna have to take on that crusade. I gotta start bringing some ibuprofen. I get a headache from all this noise. Yeah, because I had a member ask me what I was doing, and then start screaming at. This was way early on, and started screaming at me that, oh well, these other places do it, this and that and the other, and I said, I only have time for this. Yeah, I actually have some earmuffs coming tomorrow for work. I can't wear a beanie hat. My hair will frizz out. I ordered earmuffs and they weren't adjustable. I didn't know that. And they don't fit. So I have 2 pair coming tomorrow. And whatever doesn't fit's going back. Yep, we're in Austin. Austin, Texas. So they opened up here February 2024. They had a grand reopening because they had refurbished the building for years. And because they have to get the money from their public. No money comes from the top. It only goes up. So they had to raise the funds to refurbish this huge building that is mostly empty. And then the next month they opened up in Chicago across from or near the university there. And so we had our big protest, and then I think their protest was way bigger because it's easier for people to drive to Chicago than in the middle of Texas. It's a long drive. Oh, you're in LA? Yeah. Have you seen the TikTokers and stuff down there in Hollywood Boulevard? That's where this movement started. Was Streets LA on Hollywood Boulevard. That is one of their bigger bases, and then Clearwater, Florida. Those are their 2 bigger bases. And all they did was show up, stand on the street corner, and film, and that was enough to close their doors. When I show up at this one, they close their blinds and their doors. And what do you have to hide? Literally, the one here is really, really nice. And all you see through the windows is a cafe and a bookstore. That's it. Yeah, we time them to see how long they'll get the blind now. And on Hollywood, because Streets LA and Jessica Pomades and I don't know if anybody else is doing it, they will show up and they'll just show up with nothing but a gimbal and a camera. And so they literally installed windows that they can make opaque with a button and self-closing doors for when they show up and they can close up. Oh, East Chicago. Okay. Yeah, we've got some people up in Chicago that do this. Ever since they opened it March of 24, we've had some people up there. Yeah, they're always hiding. I know. How many churches do you know that do that? And how many churches do you know that have to have 2 foundations to help you escape? Which we do. So when I'm over there, I have a sign for them of the 2 foundations that I'm like, you can leave, call these people. And I try to be, they know what, they've heard everything I've had to say. So when they're coming in on shift change, I'm just, hi, how you doing? Because they're told we're all evil out here and we lie and not to believe anything we say. They're actually told that if they look up the confidential levels online or something, or they talk about it, that they will die of pneumonia. And they believe it. Yeah. I went to Clearwater for an event that a bunch of YouTubers in our movement, we went there for a memorial for a woman that died at the hands of Scientology 30 years ago. Yes, I am all on top of that dial because my grandkids are in middle school and they were playing it. The 3 teens, I may not know about that if it's new. Hey Star, we are in Austin, Texas on 6th Street, the live music capital of the world. All these bars have live bands playing in them, that's why it's so loud. I need earplugs, this is loud. With the spongy earplugs, I can still hear people talk. It would just reduce it for me. I think I have a pair somewhere at home. Midland. Oh my gosh, my son spent 2 years in Midland working. Let's see, when did he go down there? He got out of the Navy in 2012. I think he worked there from 2013 to 2015. Yeah.
Oh, this was a woman. So they have a doctor, Dr. Minkoff. He's a Scientology doctor. He has a license, but he treats everyone. Okay, there's some sirens coming. Okay, they're going somewhere else. And 30 years ago, this woman had a mental break in the middle of the street. They took her to a mental hospital. Now, Scientology hates psychiatry. Okay, Allie, we don't do politics on here. I have too many different people in my chat and stuff. So you're welcome to stay. We're not going to do politics. The only time I really talk about politics is the fact that Scientologists give to a lot of campaigns for people. And we want our government to take notice of the horrors that are going on inside Scientology. I don't understand why somebody hasn't done a article just on our movement. Have you ever heard of 200 channels all working for the same goal together? It's amazing. Hey Scott, we don't do that either. Hey, don't point at us like that. Yeah, you can stay, but we don't do that either. Because I welcome everyone in my chat. And I forget what I was talking about. Oh, Lisa McPherson. Okay, so she had a mental break in the middle of the street. She took all her clothes off, asking for help. They put her in a mental hospital. And Dr. Minkoff and Scientologists went and signed her out of that hospital and brought her on base, put her in a room, and didn't feed her for 17 days. And then just recently, a year or two ago, so there was a wrongful death, charge. He lost his license for a year. And he just treats all of his patients like they have Lyme disease. And they firmly believe that Scientology will cure any of their bodily problems, that it's all in their mind. That's why so many Scientologists die of stage 4 cancer, because they wait so long to get treatment. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, football. So, her last name is Mills. I forgot her first name. Anyway, same thing happened. She was being treated by this doctor. She was in a lot of pain. She said her head hurt, and he told her she had Lyme disease. And they knew not to bring her onto the Scientology base because it looks bad. So they put her under watch in her own apartment. Yet somehow she was able to set herself on fire and then find a pew-pew and take care of herself. And there's a lawsuit right now, a wrongful death lawsuit by her family against Minkoff and the church again. Just because they hate. And the reason that the leader hated psychiatry was because after World War II, he was in the Navy. He begged the Veterans Administration for help with his mental problems, and they didn't help him and made him mad. And when he died, he had psych drugs in his system, and they'll never believe that, because if you cannot take psych drugs and be a Scientologist. That was big into it, and she went missing. Oh, that was the leader's wife. And she disappeared in like 2007, but they said they know where she is. She's in a very secluded base in California. She's a true blue believer, and she knew too much, and he wanted to get her away from people. And she's fine from what we understand. I don't know. I have a little niggle in the back of my mind that I wonder. Okay. All right, you're kind of spamming there, Dial. Oh my gosh, what idiots. I have a motorcycle right over here, just revving it, sitting here revving his engine. It might be a car. I could be wrong. Is that too loud? Ah! I'm going to start cleaning up. We're at 2 hours and 21 minutes. Although Colin left his umbrella on my wagon. So I don't know if he's coming back or not. So I don't know if you guys know who JD Delay is, but I did a super chat on his channel one day, and he shouted me out, which is cool. And so I told him I would make a sign for him. So it's backwards, but it says Scientology protects pedos wood chipper, because his whole channel is about going after pedos and that they should go in a wood chipper. Oh, thank you, Tommy. Okay. And then the other side has this. I gotta find my. Oh my gosh. My mic box. I just kind of throw things in here and then I can't find it. I need to bring a dang flashlight. I have one, it's just buried. What the heck? I don't understand why I can never find anything. Not very many things in here. Ah! Maybe I put it back in the bag. It's possible. That's silly. I actually put it away. And yes, I did. That's exactly what I did. Oh. Yes, Adam. Thank you. Yes, I gotta order a license plate that says that one of these days. I forget when I get at home. Oh, good. So I got these new mics because they're bigger. I did not like how tiny my other ones were. Freaked me out. All right. Put that one away. It's starting to get chilly now. About to put my jacket on. Let's at least get everything in the bag this time. And when it dips down quick around here. Woo. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to bring Colin his umbrella next week. I don't know where he went. But if you don't know JD Delay, I recommend his channel. He has worked with Chris Hansen. He has worked with Jelly Roll. He went down and worked with Sheriff Grady Judd. And I found him through Aaron's channel growing up in Scientology. He came on to talk about Danny Masterson. So it was really cool that he shouted me out. He's like, I love what you're doing and all that cool stuff. Oh, thanks, Susan. Hey, Dom. Oh, you're in Minnesota? Oh, you're probably chilly. Oh, Dom. Yeah, that's cool. I don't actually live in Austin. I live about an hour and a half north in the Clean area. I'm just checking. Got a JD to delay shout. Oh, yeah, I did. Do you know who he is? Awesome. Okay, I'm caught up. Yeah. So they were just talking about protesting, and I said I've been peacefully protesting for 18 months, and you wouldn't believe the amount of people that come up and talk to me because I'm that way. And he was like, "Oh, Miss Kim. Oh, I'll put a link to it on my channel and the timestamp. I don't want to clip it because I don't want to. I don't want to feel like I'm using him. You know, he was just being nice. So I'll just do it like that, so he gets the view." Alrighty. Alrighty, let's. Oh, I gotta get my chair still. Are you gonna? You should have a cooking channel. You said there was too many of them. I don't think so. This is what I said. There was a guy that wanted to start a channel, and I said there will be people that would. Oh, check him out. That will want to watch you. They will find you if you make the channel. Trust me, I am amazed that people watch me. It's trippy. I'm still amazed by it. Where is my D-ring for this? Darn it. I have to put my net on. I think I have lost some things, and I think as I'm walking down to my car, I think they've reached in and just snatched them out. So I have a net, but I need a better one. All right. Hi, Stacy. So I'm going to be walking to my car, and anybody that stays, I appreciate it. Keeps me safe. Plus, we might see some characters. You never know. We pass a saxophone guy on the way here.
That's it?
Yeah. So I tell people, I'm like, start a channel. I never thought in a million years I would be YouTubing, be a streamer. Trippy. Yeah, that's true. No face. I do notice that myself. You'd think you would see more cowboy boots. We're in Austin. That's probably why you don't. Alrighty, and I had to park on the 3rd level because I got here way earlier than I usually do. So there was, usually when I get here, there is all kinds of, these boots are made for walking. Yeah, the viewers will come. Link that JD is good. Yeah, he is. And you know what he said? I don't know if you watch him enough, but hey, what's up? So he still had an old pending charge that he was going to court for, and he might have to do some jail time. So, and ended up working out really well. But he said there was a while he couldn't talk about our movement because he couldn't deal with if Scientology decided to give him a hard time. So he said he's okay now. He can talk about it more. And he said, I love what you're doing. And, he was on Aaron's channel when Danny Masters and stuff was going on. So that's how I really just started watching him probably a few months, 2-3 months ago, maybe. I always watched his shorts. I watch his lives sometimes, his longer stuff. Now I watch his shorter videos. All right. Oh, let's get moving. Hi, Stacy. Did I say I couldn't remember if I said hi or not. Hey, 6271. Always be there. Okay. All right. I'll let you know the cross streets I'm at when I get there. So I'm at San Jacinto. I'm on 6. I stay on 6 all the way to pretty much the parking garage. Let me know if the gimbal's not working right. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. That was so much easier. I used to have to pop the phone off and pop it onto the gimbal, and this time I figured out how to put the gimbal on. Yeah. Oh, time to go. Oh. Oh my gosh. Really, guys? Hang on. I want to mute. I think he turned it off. Oh, I got to cross over. I don't like this side of the street. I should have crossed back there. Ooh, look at the bubble. Narbar. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, I got you.
Thanks. People are looking in my wagon too much. I want to make sure I'm secure. All right, there. I'm secure now. Hey, Bitman. Yeah, I don't like this. It's too narrow over here, and I need to cross. I won't make that mistake again, I hope. I used to get lost going back to my car. Yeah, it's gonna be it's last call for sure. I try to get out of here before that. Because, man, at 2, this place is a ghost town. You never know what we might see going down here. Our saxophone player's gone. He's usually on that corner across there. Narbar, I know.
Wrong, dude. Is your life that sad that you have to come on somebody's stream and take the time to click into my live stream? I mean, it's sad. It's sad that you don't have more of a life than that. Oh, there he is. He's still here.
Did you convert tonight?
Say it again.
Did you convert anybody tonight? Did you free anybody?
I got a few people listening. Knows not to go in there anymore.
I think it's really more deterrent than anything.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to convince anybody against it.
Not if they're in, no.
If they're in, they're brainwashed.
Yep. No, mainly what I want to get the students informed, and we're just trying to get information. We're trying to get the government to do, or authorities to investigate.
Yeah. Are they tax free like any
Yes,
church?
and that's the problem. They got tax exempt status. They look legit. They have a lot of money, and they just don't know the abuse that goes on in there.
It's crazy. And the sheer, for lack of a better word, bullshit in the actual doctrine.
Yeah, I read the first book, Dianetics, last year, and yeah, I learned a lot.
I heard I can't verify this. I heard the origin he was a sci-fi author.
Yes.
And he couldn't sell his book, so he made a religion to sell the book.
No. Well, he told his agent, he said, I'm not making any money on my book, so I need to start a religion. And it's all about making money.
Yeah.
But he was an evil genius. Most cults die with the leader, but his lived on when he died. That's the hard part. And so we are making some dents in LA and Clearwater a little bit.
I didn't know you were part of an organization.
Yeah, there's a group of us. Yeah, we've got like 200 channels all working towards this. Either we have like 50 people like me. We have Australia, UK doing what I'm doing. Then we've got the ex-members who are starting or have had channels who are doing more. And then we have support channels like some true crime channels and stuff that are supporting us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ex-member or no?
No, I'm what we call a never in. I didn't know anything 3 years ago, and then an ex-member's channel came in my feed, and I learned. And when they opened up across from the university, that's when I started coming down here.
Gotcha. Well, thank God for South Park, right?
I know that stuff is real.
Have a good night, man.
All right, you too. Good luck. All righty. He knows a lot. Well, the thing is, Scientology doesn't have a deity or a god. And they don't have a belief system. It's very, very different because it's a cult. But the guy set it up to have all these centers that run themselves, and he created doctrine that outlived him. But this is what I tell people when they come in and they're like, oh, religions, blah, 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 blah. I only have the bandwidth for one. This is my passion. And if there's one out there that you want to go do this with and protest and educate, go for it. I will help you and if I can. Yep, it is, Alec. I'm walking, so I'm trying to read. Yeah, so I come down and I've been only doing this during the summer, but I used to come down 3 times a week to the. Oh my God! Sorry, I didn't have a hand to mute for you guys. It bounces off these big buildings. It's a great day not to be in a cult. Yep. Yeah, I just went to Aaron. I just went to Clearwater last weekend. Met a bunch of people there. I needed to be there longer so I could hang out with some people. Livermore, California. Awesome. My daughter lives near Riverside. I don't know if that's close. I know California is big like Texas is big. All right. I think I got one more block. Happy holidays. Hey, Solo. Yeah, everybody's hanging with me, making sure I get to my truck safe. I like being on the first floor because it has a low wall and you can see, but there was nowhere to park. I got here earlier than usual. I think it was people that are here for dinner. And so I'm at Congress now and 6. Yeah, oh, I forgot to show you our Capitol building's down that way. Looks really cool at night. Riverside is close to Culver City. Oh, yeah.
Literally. Sometimes they'll tell me something like, bro, do you know that we don't know each other?
Yeah, my daughter did the opposite. She grew up her whole life in Texas, and then because we live in a military town, it was inevitable that she met somebody from somewhere else and he wanted to go back home. And now they're broke up and she's still stuck there. I'm like, what she's making and what she's paying for a 1-bedroom apartment, she could be buying a house here. So I'm almost to Colorado, which is where my parking garage is. Oh, the smell, y'all. Ooh. LA to San Antonio. Wow. Yeah, nice place to visit. Don't want to be here all summer. That's the only thing. I grew up outside, camping and canoeing, and I stayed inside during the summers. I want to go full-time RV and get the heck out of here. Oh my gosh. I need to bring some bleach water for the wheels on my wagon before I put it in my car. Whoa. I'm about to get my car detailed and shampooed and everything. I think after that, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start spraying my wheels off. Ugh. Be glad you can't smell what I smell. I wish they would just put porta potties on the corners, you know? Instead of nothing. My shoes, too. Ugh. As soon as I walk in the door, my shoes come off, my street clothes come off, put my jammies on. It's Christmas. Oh, this is going to be all uphill. So then I was at the restaurant I go to. Thank God I was early because the bracket that holds the phone onto the gimbal was not in my bag. So they watched my wagon for me while I ran back over here and dug through my truck, and I found the clamp on the floor in the back seat. I was like, oh my gosh. It's always something. Alex tried to implement public restrooms throughout the city. They were nice until the homeless. Well, that's what I was hoping they would be for. Because they're just going on the sidewalk. And I just had to walk through it. Ugh. I'm going to get some bleach spray and keep it in my truck. I think I'm going to put my wagon in the bed of the truck. Not inside. Flowers to the mods. Oh, huh. Hey, good dear. Well, thank y'all for hanging out with me and making sure I get back to my truck safe. Normally I'm on this first floor, but this is not fun. I'm sure there's an elevator somewhere. I just don't feel like looking for it. My legs are really, really strong after my job. I work 12 hours and I put 20,000 steps on the phone we carry. Thanks, Eric. I had to buy a belt for my pants. Well, my pants are too big. So actually, this isn't even winding me. Like it, before I started working, oh my gosh, I don't know if I would have made it up here. Oh, one more floor. Unless somebody stole my truck. I'm supposed to be right there. Okay. All right, no face. I'm almost there. I'm in, what am I in? I'm in the Chase Bank parking lot. Yeah, and don't worry about Scientology knowing my license plate and all that. They had that a long time ago. Took pictures of it. Oh my gosh. All right, that was pretty steep. Oh. Yeah, the elevator's at the other end. And oh, hey Irene. Kind of a nice view here. All right, good dear. Oh, when I get there, I'll sign off, and then I call the hubby at work, and he watches me until I'm all packed up. Oh, there I am. Oh, Lord have mercy. That was a good. All right, y'all. It was a good stream tonight. I had good chats. I had fun. Hope y'all had fun. Got to talk to a lot of people. So I'm going to try to get out this week. I need to get back to the org and talk to the students. So just keep an eye out. I don't know when or where. I'm just going to pop in. You never know. All right, Eric. Thank you for your help tonight. I'll see y'all in the chats. Bye.